Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Today, we got a pretty serious show for you guys. We're doing it a little bit early, but we just got to get this stuff off our chest here, so make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, as you all know, Skip Bayless has made a total mess of things yesterday. Made a total mess and has landed himself in hot water for his reckless statements, in my personal opinion. I want to quickly just go over the statements that a lot of people are reacting to negatively. He tweeted on January 3rd, "No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? Question mark. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant." It was those specific comments that caused an avalanche of criticism to come cascading on top of Skip Bayless's head. And in my personal opinion, I believe is 100% justified. He 100% deserves it. And I'll make it clear to some people out here. There's some people that want to defend this. And I've noticed that people out there that are willing to defend anything at any moment and any time, even when it's surrounding the life of an actual person, and in this case, Damar Hamlin. You see a guy on the football field who was hit in a way that maybe some people didn't feel was severe, but obviously the outcome of that hit was extremely severe. Whatever caused it is irrelevant. Why? Because the guy's life was literally in jeopardy. Literally. So all of your assumptions, what could have caused it, is actually irrelevant. Let's focus on what's happening at hand. There's a human life hanging in the balance. And you had other people out there coming out there talking about, oh, well, some people can't read and this and this and this, forgetting that the principal issue is a human being's life. It's sad to say that we live in a world that is so desensitized to the suffering of other people that now when you see a situation like this, you have some clowns out there trying to approach it from a political angle. You have some people that all of a sudden are turning into medical doctors in comment sections. Well, he must have done this. He must have taken this one. That's what we have. We have a bunch of people out there not focusing on the severity of what took place, and instead they're doing all of this different nonsense. Now, what happened yesterday? Obviously, Skip Bayless stepped in it. Obviously. You don't need to be a graduate from Harvard University or Stanford to get this. It's quite simple to grasp, even though some people are having some difficulty understanding why some people are up in arms. I don't see what's so complicated about this, but nevertheless, these are the people that want to question the intellectual capabilities of other people and their comprehension skills. It's a joke. It's a literal joke. Skip Bayless is in hot water justifiably for his comments, because in my personal opinion, they were insensitive and just downright distasteful and alarming. You don't say that at a moment like that when it's surrounding another person's life. I'm sorry you don't. Now, maybe I'm just a little bit too soft, but I just think that that's absolutely disgusting. But what you noticed yesterday, Skip Bayless, while he was on his apology tour, you noticed the absence of a particular person. And that person was who? Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe. If you noticed, Skip Bayless hosted the show yesterday entirely by himself, and Shannon Sharpe was nowhere in sight. Why is that? Shannon Sharpe not being there yesterday caused a lot of people to speculate as to why he wasn't there. Some people are saying, is he protesting what Skip did? Some people are saying, did the network only want to put Skip out there for him to kind of, take the heat of everything that he put out there? Here are my thoughts on this. As y'all know, Skip Bayless recently disrespected Shannon Sharpe to his face on live television. It was something that went viral to the point where a lot of other platforms were talking about it. Even saw them making quote unquote parodies about it on NBA and TNT. So that happened. Then subsequently, about 2 days ago, we produced the show where Skip Bayless, on his own show, the Skip Bayless Show, came out and addressed the situation. And of course, in typical Skip Bayless fashion, did not apologize. Just said, hey, it was in the heat of the moment. We're gladiators. We compete very hard. And, sometimes brothers get into it, but Shannon Sharpe is my man, blah, 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 blah. Nowhere in there did he say, hey, listen, maybe I went too far. Maybe I crossed the line. I went below the belt by saying that he's jealous of Tom Brady. And Tom Brady was a much, much better football player than you. And that's the reason why you're saying, no, maybe I went too far. Maybe I shouldn't have taken a personal attack at him. But of course, in typical Skip Bayless fashion, he didn't he didn't what's the word? He didn't apologize to him. In my personal view, I think what simply happened was this. I think Shannon Sharpe said to himself, there's no way on God's green earth that I'm going to be on air with Skip Bayless at the same time. And I'm a former NFL player, and I'm going to sit up there, and the show's going to start, and we're going to be kumbaya in it, and we're going to dap fists and all of these different things. I think that Shannon Sharpe, in his heart, did not want to be there. Now, I don't think he necessarily made the decision. I think the decision was made by the higher ups and the bosses at FS1. I think they're the ones that made the call. If you listen to one of the statements that Skip Bayless made yesterday, he said, late last night or whatever it is, I got a call from some of the execs and like, hey, this thing is being received the wrong way. Maybe you want to put out a statement. Personally, I think they're the ones that told him to go out there and basically go on an apology tour for 2 hours or however long that show is, and show people that you're not as cold as some people think you are. Here's why I think that. If you noticed yesterday, Skip Bayless did a segment, and on that segment he was talking about, or during that segment he was talking about LeBron James, who he's the biggest critic of LeBron James. And for whatever reason, Skip Bayless had a miraculous change of heart, and now he believes that LeBron James, he's a LeBron James fan. Sometimes I go too far. He's saying all of these nice things. When have you ever heard Skip Bayless talk like that about LeBron? When? So obviously, it was something that he was forced to do, because I believe the network was trying to do damage control. That's exactly what happened. And personally, I think that Shannon Sharpe maybe I don't know him, but I think he probably used this as a moment of reflection. He used this as a moment of reflection. You see, it's one thing when Skip disrespected him on TV. That's one thing, right? Shannon Sharpe was in total disbelief that he did that. He seemed stupefied when he did it. But now, in a moment like that, you say something like that. How do you think the NFL community will look at Shannon Sharpe if he came on TV? Trust me, they would want him to say something directly to Skip. And probably the people working at FS1 knew that something like that, a scenario like that could arise. So therefore, they're like, you know what? Let's just remove this variable and let's Skip man the ship. I think that's what happened. In my personal opinion, listen, I think Shannon Sharpe is extremely talented. I think that he can do whatever he wants on his own. I think if he has another partner, he'll do just fine. He's extremely entertaining, charming, hilarious, all of these different things. And if I'm Shannon Sharpe, man, you need to start thinking very hard on your future, because Skip, man, I think this one, he went way too far. Some people feel like I'm taking it too far. I think something is wrong with you if you think that people taking this position is going too far. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you on the next episode. Peace.